Hi everybody, this is Lauren Broom with Space Coast Pool School again, here with you today to talk about the public swimming pool permitting process and when you would actually file the form. So this is the permitting process that can be found on the Department of Health website. It'll walk you straight through what you need to do, depending on if it's new construction or a modification. The form that you would use that will tell you to pull down is the DH 4159. This is now used for basically everything. So you'll have on here initial permit, modification, transfer or change of ownership or name, and renewal. So this application, you would mark one of those options, but this application is used for absolutely everything. And it has all the information that you would fill out here, and then the owner signs it on the second page. And that would be submitted, if it has to our engineering office or not. Now, that's that process. Now, if you're a condo owners association or a cooperative unit, you may be able to file for an exemption. The exemption will give you a more reduced permit fee and will reduce your inspection frequency from twice a year to once a year. Full regulated pools are inspected twice a year in separate 6-month periods. And they have to meet all the Florida Building Code and Chapter 64E-9 Florida Administrative Code. The condos and cooperatives that get the more than 32 unit exemption would not have to meet all the rules. They would have to meet original construction. They would have to meet the chlorine level, pH level, life hook and life ring, etc. And also Florida Building Code violations would have to be corrected. If you file for 32 units or less, then this form would be filed with the Department of Health, and that would exempt that condo or cooperative unit from being regulated at all. We would only go out there if we received a complaint. Now, the rule will require every 5 years that both these exemptions and medical facilities that get exempted, etc., will have to refile these forms with the department, along with their verification that they meet the requirements for the exemption. So the requirements for the exemption for a condo 32 units or more, or under 32 units, is that they cannot rent their units out less than 60 days. So if you do that, you're no longer eligible for that exemption, and you would have to get a full annual operating permit. The other thing as well is that you would have to file your condo documents that are filed with the clerk of courts. We can't accept a rental application or anything like that. It has to be official, showing what your bylaws say for your rental period. And that would be filed with those applications. So again, the DH 4159, if you change your chlorinator or pump, and it's not a like-for-like change, anything that's not a like-for-like change would have to be filed on this form and filed with the department. And most likely you would have to also get a building permit from your local building authority. Now, I'd like to show you on the website where we would find these forms that you would file with the department. On the Department of Health website, under public swimming pools, to find the DH 4159 and the other forms that I talked about, you would go down to forms, open the tab, and there's lots of forms on here. So you've got your DH 4159 right here, along with the instructions page that would tell you how to fill out the form. While we're here, here's your monthly swimming pool report, with you would put your chlorine, pH readings, etc. on there. Here's the DH form 1704 for swimming pool exemption greater than 32 units for a condo, association, or cooperative unit, and this DH 4065 for swimming pool condos that are less than 32 units. Now, I want to also point out that a homeowners association, property owners association, or anybody else cannot file for these exemptions. You have to be specifically a condo owners association or a cooperative unit.